My screen is visible to all, no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for confirmation. Yeah, today we are learning about like Azure Devops. Just we are knowing about Azure Devops, not learning about. So somebody may know the Azure Devops. What is Azure Devops? And think that is a tool mainly. So developed by the Microsoft actually. So we are trying to understand as a person. I am also new to the DevOps engineer. Means I am trying to learn myself so as a DevOps. So that's why I am trying to debugging the what is the DevOps and what is the tools, what I have to learn. So what is the initial step? So I am trying to going the one by one. As similar you like. So here first question everybody having the one. So what is the DevOps? So I am the fresher. I'm don't having any experience in the like IT experience, like no technology information background behind me. 1 minute. This session is recording or not? I'm sure. Okay. So as a don't having a IT experience, so how can I learn this DevOps tools? What is the requirement of these tools? So you need some skills. So what skills do you need? Here we need the skills like analyzing skills and more interest and continuation learning. That's the thing. So and some logical thinkings. So if you want to create some logics, programming or scripting, means script means short term of some codes. So that time you need to first create a logic workflow. Workflow means one action completed, then what is the next action? So your complete action to complete the starting to end point, there is the action flows is there. So one command completed, one task or one work completed, then go for the next. So that logic need to develop in your mind, then you can apply as a, you can go for the any languages, either Java or Python, or maybe most of the people know the Python, because we have frequently listen in the news articles some Python or some data science, robotic. Some time we need learn about that things. So that's the thing. And here we are trying to do the DevOps. What is the DevOps? So somebody saying it is not mine. It is defined by this somebody in Google. Just I taken. So DevOps is a two part. Dev and ops means developer and operations. So we try to undo who is the who was playing the role dev, and operation who was playing this. And DevOps is a set of practice and tools and culture philosophy that automate and integrate the process between software development and IT teams, and it emphasizes team empowerment, cross team communication and collaboration, and technology automation. So I understood mostly top of the part. I not understood below part as a fresher. I'm not understanding even this second sentence. Actually, this sentence I can understand as a fresher. Just I am now I'm trying to learn the DevOps. That's why. So I'm understanding this one like DevOps is a set of. So DevOps is a word created by the some IT technology world. So he's saying that some practices means your daily habits and things, your routine work. There is a process like a daily morning to ending your lifestyle having some practices like. So here tools, so we need to learn some tools. DevOps is a set of tools. There is Azure Devops is a DevOps, a part of the DevOps. Actually, DevOps is a big tools is Ocean. Minimum 30 tools may be having. But Azure DevOps as a engineer, we will learn 10 minimum, like 8 to 10 maybe. So we need to learn just tools. So if you are using your tool is very efficiently, then you are the master. That's the fundamental success. So we are trying the tools to learn the DevOps, and what is the DevOps we are learning, and we are doing the practice, and we are make as a DevOps engineer. So culture philosophy. So philosophy is the definitions. So do that this thing and do not that that is not, so don't do. So they define the rules and regulations, some theories like philosophy. So here integrating means connecting the some services, speaking with different technologies, and processing. So processing between software development and IT teams. So we have to learn, know the two things here. I will show in the paint. We know having we know mostly people in IT developer will be there. Maybe spelling mistake, don't mind that one. And there is a operation team there. So what is the role and what is the operation role? Operation team having the what is the role? We will try to understand. So developer know the we know the thing, this name mostly. So I want to get the some answer from the people of our team. Who was the developer actually? Can you give anybody answer for that? Developer may be, what is the definition?
The one who builds code.
Yeah, cuts. It's correct. Yeah, is will be create a some basic code. Which purpose he may create the code?
To develop a software.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. Is want to develop a code. So which purpose is developing the code? What is the motive actually is creating the code?
To build a software depending upon the client requirement.
Yeah, great. So yes, here we are working for the client only. So not our purpose. That means self project we are doing. It's okay then. So here they are creating it for a client, and what software maybe choose, like we have to develop a code. Which software available in our market? Can you give?
Visual Studio Code we can use. We
Yeah,
can use
that's,
different type of tools.
yeah, to write the
Because
code. We note we to write a like some text. So we need a if you want to write it with pen, so we need a notebook. That is a thing. That notebook is a similar to the Visual Studio Code in the our Windows. That's the one tool, and we having a lot of that type of tools. But which language means software? Which language we are using for develop the code?
Java,
Yeah,
.NET.
yeah, correct. So mostly we will know the Java, .NET, and Python. Most of the people know the knowing that thing. And as well as I have a so these are the software tools. Java and .NET Core and .NET Framework, Python. So Anaconda, it is a Python things. C, C plus, C Ash. Mostly game developers using C Ash, Android, Go, PHP, Ruby, Xmarin, Xcode. This is our DevOps tools only. This code we will create. Maybe somebody know, someone don't know. Terraform, Bicep, ARM templates, and more there, more of them. So that's the thing. So here, Now we understood that developer write the code with some specified languages like Java, Python. So, which developer, which language choosing means based on the project lead architect and their costing, and maybe that. So, if you want to create one application that may be develop easy with Java, maybe Python. So they based on they will go for the discussions and confirmation. They go for the developing with Java, Python, or our developed language. That's the thing. So developer now developing the code. So here we got the code. So this code we to use how we can achieve. If you're having anybody information, then okay. So developer developed a Java code actually. So Java code, this is a mostly people know don't know web application. So what is web application? If you want to say PHP also one code, I'm not written there. Now I am opening the most of the people, Telugu people will know. Enadu. I am saying that this is a web application, but you are one minute. So but you are using this in the browser only. It is executing on the browser, so that's the thing. This is a web application. I'm saying just to please think like this is a web application developer by the some Java person. So here is created a one developer A created a code with the Java, and he's created one application. So where can we deploy? Means where can we run that application? Anybody can having an idea?
Application server.
Yeah, server. So we have to put that application. What are the created code? So we need to put the application. So that application. So one more thing is that so any developer creating the code, so he will build a application. So that is the terminology of in IT, artifact or executable file. So he will make as a mostly we will know the if you go to the Android Studio or under Play Store, here we know dot apk like WhatsApp apk dot apk. We know the dot apk is the file extension. So here if you go this application, we know the one bundle of like one, we can't find the total file, but normally file for looking, just I'm showing this is for should know that not required, just I'm showing that normally code like look like this, like see that there is a folder and there is a codes, a lot of things is there, so we don't know normally, even developer also don't know because he's not created this project. So so see that JSON some format is there, so clumsy. But when you finding the application in the Play Store, only single file that is a apk extension. My intention is that this type of code, total bundle of code, is created, converted into the form of single executable file. Is it correct? Anybody having doubt? This much of code developed thing and is converted as a one executable bundle file like a dot apk, dot jar, dot var, dot py is Python extension. So he is created a one executable file that is a artifactory or a, to install in your device. That is apk file. Where can we install that? Can we install this .apk file in our laptop?
No, sir.
Anybody can say yes. I say yes. If it is I have anything wrong, can you stop them? Me stop me. No problem. Yes, it is installable and not installable. Actually, Windows is the environment of our laptop. So Windows OS not support to the Android, but we can use emulators. So we need to create a environment. So if you want install any type of application your devices, you need to maintain certain environment. So otherwise we can't install any software. Like, so I stopped here now. So WhatsApp one application. So now flow is like this. So developer developing the code. So using Java software, and he's created a web application that is a WhatsApp APK. So this application I want to install in servers. So that is a deploying environment or servers applications. So there we are deploying there. So this is the process continuation doing. So maybe WhatsApp having some bugs today version is there sometime, then he will develop, he will fix. So this is a scenario continuation will be run. So we will go for the slide and try to understand the next things one by one. So DevOps is a set of practice tools and curriculum culture philosophy that automate and integrate the process between software development and IT teams. So here developer is came and operation team came, but not having any role of DevOps engineer here. So what is the DevOps engineer here? Having the work. So we having a work only, then we will go for the job. Otherwise, we don't having work, so we not having any job here. So this is Java. So as a DevOps engineer, I don't having any Java knowledge. If you are having a Python, so I don't having any Python programming language. And if you have a .NET application project, I don't having any DevOps engineer having like knowledge that .NET and things. So here questions came to our mind like what is DevOps, where it will come from, like there is a questions this technically. So we can work with this type of application, all the applications. How we can do? We come next to slide. I will show. So as a DevOps engineer, he can work with Java application, .NET, Python, Anaconda, C++. So this much of and many more also developing in the Azure Devops tool using that tool. See, sir. So we need to for this one. So where we having the role and things to understand ourselves. So we need to try to understand the software development's life cycle. So how it is going and things. So what is the process between these things? See, we will try to understand first this one and go for this right here. There is a one step planning. So project team will be plan the how that application will be run and all things. So they will make a project head and project owner will be create a one and totally design. So then they will analyze that any backgraphs and any failure success. So they will analyze and then they will design the project. Then they start implementation. Here implementation means developer will take it. They will hire the develop team like Java, Python, .NET team. So they here developer will came to the role that he will play the role, main role. And here see that then he's developed code now. So I have a question. So well, he's developed everything very perfectly. He's a like world number one developer, like chess champion. He's developed a beautiful application. So whether I go to the testing required or not, understood na question. He is one number one developer, developed the core in the with Java. So whether I need to go check the that application is working fine or not. So whether I need to testing or not. Can you give anybody answer?
Says the testing is required.
Why he is the topper of the world actually?
Yeah,
So
but the testing needs different kind of scenarios to be tested as per the requirement. It's meeting or not.
yeah, correct. 100%. And most of this, as a project, you and code of ethics and code rules. So we need to check the whether topper or lower or any India, or we need to perform the testing scenarios, and we need to follow the code security, vulnerability, and formation of code. Formation means certain sequence. So these need to be checked. Either is topper or universal topper also we need to do our job. Like security guard will need to check either normal people when enters to the any parliament or thing like. Otherwise, PM also if you need he need to perform he need to follow the protocol. I think this is the correct term. Protocol should be followed. That protocol is the testing and integration. So what is the testing means? He will test the weak points in like code things, and integration is perfecting or not. So totally codes all developed code integrating some part wise like models like build blocks. So one block. So that will be integrating total correct or not. So there so many scenarios testing. Then he's completed integration and testing. Then it is success that the code is working. Code is look like very good. Then there is a passing score will be there. After 100, they he passed. He got 800. Sorry, 880. Then it's okay. So 75 above it is okay. Otherwise it is failing that. So then he got the maintenance. Anybody having idea maintenance? Just I am asking that you whether you having like if you are asking now, so you will may having the wrong opinion or right opinion. So then it will be useful for correct. If you are right, then it's okay. If you are wrong, you are correcting yourself and you will remember always. That's the thing. My idea. That's why I'm asking that. So what is the maintenance? Maybe you had this thing. Maintenance means continuation maintaining the application. So here we are going see that. So news readers and news they are posting the things like every day, but it is maintaining continue. Is it correct? So he is maintaining server for application, this application to run every time to available to all over world 24 by 7. So it is maintaining is a part of the maintaining only, na? Is it correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So, some people only speaking. Okay. So this is the cycle. So where we having the role as a DevOps? We are the DevOps engineer. We will take care. So this the developer will create a implementation here, and we will create a see that this is a continuation looping like one task completion in next task completed starting and next task. This is the pipeline. We will normally say your water pipeline like one source is the like a Godavari river. Then that water will come to your home. There is a lot of pipeline activities there. So connect to the every task to the next task. That's the so that's why here after developing code, then go to the integration test. So we will, as a DevOps engineer, so we will automate every task automatically completed, then go for this step. So we will, as a DevOps engineer, we will take care, and we are the bridge between developer and testing and integration and maintenance and continuation life cycle. So we are making as a total pipeline methods like total automation. So no manual intervention. So anytime any code developed, so it will test integrated and it will go for the maintenance continuation life. I will show here now here. So we will same apply these things in here also. See that plan. So project owner and team they will plan. Then the developer will be create a code, either Java, .NET, Python, and all. So here code will be write like a zigzag, very zigzagly, and we not understand even like this. This look like a very thing. We don't answer single like also. So see this much code creating as a one dot apk. So we our application is that final application is the WhatsApp application dot apk. So that will be used to create a with the build tools is there. So DevOps engineer need to know some build tools. That is a Maven, Gradle, sorry, SVN, lot of build tools there. So .NET, so related build also there. So this is a build. So then build tool, we will send the code after creating the code by the developer. We will send the code to the build tool, and it will create a one application like APK, and it will I will send means DevOps engineer is the doing these the things. So I will take the code from the developer, then I will make a build and I will create a .apk and I will move to the test location and set test software will be tested the thing, and after that completion test success I go for this release process means Play Store. So I move to the that application to Play Store. So who are performing this activity? This activity done by the developer, DevOps engineer only, it's not developer. So developer only create the code only. Is either .NET, either Java, Python, Node.js, Ruby, PHP, Go, maybe I miss some languages, maybe a lot of C hash, gaming language, anything. But you are the involving the every activity plan, even you are having involved maybe plan also. So go here from to here and release. So and release completed, then it will deploy to the your mobile devices or your other servers, and we will continue operate that application. So we are the only operating the thing, so no IT team. And then monitor, so monitor that our application is working fine or not, it is suddenly crashing, so everything, so you will monitor through monitoring tools. So that's also our role. And if you having wrong anything, feedback will be sent to the plant team and the developer will be code. Suddenly your mobile under 13 version you came, there is a report bugging, so that report bugging to the go to the feedback team. So that feedback team send to plan the project owner will be plan the what is the report bugging and thing application failing. So they will work on that and they will fix that issue with the developer. And after that, he will after fixing the code, we will take the code to the build tool and we will test the thing is working fine and it release. So here I have a doubt, so I am taking the code from developer and building the tool with the building tool like a Gradle, Java, and some Gradle, Maven tools. Then I am testing. So it is succeed. Then I am sending the release, and it is deploying our Play Store. So there we can download the application. So we are monitoring operating thing. So I have a doubt. I'm releasing, okay, it's fine for testing. If you are failing, then what is the process? Can guess anybody? If I am testing here, testing means testing the code and integrating things. So it is success. I go for the release. So I am sending the to the external world. Otherwise, what is the scenario? Anybody guessing?
Rebuild, sir.
Huh?
Rebuild or version change.
Yeah, little bit okay. Okay, I will say correct. Almost you are correct. But if you are failing, na, that means 100 score out of 100, you are not got the 75 also, 74. So it is fail. So then it will failing history. It means failing logs. Log means what are the recorded history, previous, what are the activity done. So the data will be sent back to the developer. Please check yourself. So who will send that send to the back? So developer, devops engineer will be sent to the core developer. So then 1 minute, somebody, okay. So here, if you success 100% is will be okay, but failure also will be there. So everything success is not expect, because that's why DevOps engineer will be test the final stage, like every code development will be sent to the testing process through automation activity by the DevOps engineer. So every task like a release, so he will check like that. Then if you are failing anything, security issue, anything will be take sent to the back to the developer, and he will be take care and fix the issue. Then we'll test. If you success all the, it will meet all criterias, so certain parameters, then only it will go for the release. So that's why nowadays the release happenings, and means we are getting the advanced versions like latest update, mobiles, banking, phone pay, WhatsApp, every application getting fast based release updates. So then because of the DevOps engineer only. So we are having a job openings in the all project type of all scenarios, banking, web application, gaming, everywhere, almost all industries having the DevOps culture. So we are doing the automation of the all the activity with our tools. So here, I think all of you know that. I think all of you understood that the DevOps is not having any code activity. So we are using tools to automate this activity. See that this is the process: plan, code, build, test, and release, deploy, operate, and things. So here, anybody having doubts? Can you ask? No issue.
So, to automate all these things, we will write a code, or the tool will only automate that. How the automation will work?
Yeah, DevOps engineer will know, learn only tools only. So that tools will be help to automate this process. That is Azure DevOps only. CI/CD we will come to the next part. So Azure DevOps only, that tool. So we having a some code also there. That is a DevOps code only. That is a Terraform bicep provided by the Microsoft and Terraform community, HashiCorp community. That's we will learn. That is infrastructure related. I will explain next continuous slide. Here we know don't having any code things. We having a tools only. So here also that software development life cycle. So anything will be developed by the, so one life cycle will be there for software also. We're having a life cycle. So So planning, generation of the code, and testing. So here also implementation. So designing the project, implementing the project. So implementing means he's a code developer. So the developer will be implementing means developing the code, and testing. So there is a testing and integration of the code. Then there is a evaluation means changes. So it is working fine, then any evaluation, any feedback will come. So we will take a requirement analysis, and after requirement feedback come from the users, end users. So that end user will be send the feedbacks, and we will design that integration purpose. So we will integrate that requirements in a design as a part of design, and developer will be work on that one, and same the testing will be do and evaluation. So here this life cycle will be continuation. So no endless it's not a endless process. That's why as a support, normally our projects will be like a developing or implementation is the one of the thing, and supporting is the one of the. So two types of projects will be there. One, implementation means initially creating things. The project is formation to the continuation, one state. So stable version. So after stable, then there is a continuation monitoring, maintenance. That is a support. Maintenance means support. So when initially creating, and we go for the one state of stable point, that is a developing. Here also one cycle. So here the point plan. So then code. So here I taken this picture because what is the DevOps tools coming and play the roles starting now. Here see that plan is there. So project owner and project team will be take care the design the project, and here code. So they will developer will be choose the languages, Python, .NET or Java or any language. Here 1 minute. So here code written by the developer. So developer written the code. So how can we save store? So we have a gold, we can store, or we can have a money. So how we can safely store in the that thing in better way to stolen. Some people maybe we have a thieves, so the money will be, our gold will be stolen anytime. So how we can save that money like that? So we go for that scenario, safe locker banking, or we are put the money into the our saving accounts. That's the point. So I'm equally treating my code equal to, and means developer code equivalent to money or gold. I am equally treating. So I need to safe securely storing the code. So how can I approach? Anybody having that idea? How can store the code with safe and security? Anybody having idea? So we can store, some tool is there, GitHub, and version control software is there. Here already having source code softwares, and so there is a software. It will be stored securely, and nobody can't store that code. Anybody outside of the world, and there is nobody can't change, altered and think everybody, anybody can modify, so that it can't do by anybody. So that security and restrictions policies governing rules will be applied by the using tool has a GitHub. This is a GitHub. This is the account. I will explain all the things in the continuation classes. So here we are storing the code. So normally developer will be, so I as a developers, I am a developer. So I will open like I am writing node. So I am a Java developer. Suppose I open a notepad. So Java simple. I am executing command. It is wrong. So execute. So welcome. So just I written a one code here. So here this file is saving in my laptop is safe or not? Can you anybody guess? I think most of you people understood this question. I written a code in the notepad. So can I save my code in my laptop? It is safe or not? Whenever requirement, project requirement there, I will send to them through mail or anything.
Safe, sir.
Safe? Or?
Safe.
It's not correct. Storing my code in my laptop, it is a not safe condition. I'm sending the mail through. This is a not safe condition. I need to save with. So if I my laptop anybody suppose open or you are mistakenly you are deleted, so you can't restore this thing. And changing the code today and tomorrow it is will not work. Even single dot also will affect on the code sometime. Single dot also. Sorry, that's why we need to use tools like a GitHub and source code tools is there. So we will learn that source code management tools, GitHub and Azure reports, part of code say storing and securely storing methods. That is a GitHub. That tools will we will work on that GitHub and one more Git and sorry Azure report. Sorry. Then we will come to the build. So the we having a zigzag code is there like here GitHub. So my web of one application demo application, this much code is there. I need to make a one dot apk application using that one. So for this one I need a build tools. So we will learn a part of the DevOps build tool, that is a Maven, Gradle, so SVN. So we will learn two tools only, Maven and Gradle. Otherwise, one dot it related tool. That's the thing. Then completion of the application building. Then we go for the testing. So see that quality. So what is the quality of the that application? So it is okay. Then go for the release. Otherwise, no. So means we are very checking the quality of the testing of the application. Like is it meeting our parameters? Like if you are taking your blood report or a urinal report or things, so there is a hemoglobin percentage, white cells how much is there. So we need to there is a right side we having the hemoglobin, there is a 0.32 HBB by some valuable kilograms some for data something will be there. So that level you need to maintain your hemoglobin and white cells also. Plate cells we normally we listen, so plate cells also. So that time we understood that that parameters should be match your body metabolism. That's the idea. So here also as a parameter of code quality, so we should meet our code developed by the developer. Otherwise it will fail. Then we send back to the developer to create a secure and safe and quality code. If you succeed, then go for the release. Release means going for the we are sending to the world, means external. So we are creating any code means we are having one business, so that business is that sending to the customer. So either release means we are sending it to the customer. So deploying means installing your application or web application and things. So deploying means provisioning. See that. So where we are provisioning, either we are Windows system or laptop, computer, PC, mobile devices, or browser application, browser, Chrome, and Brave, Edge. So anywhere our application will be run. That's the thing is that provision. Then we will need to operate that application 24 by 7 to the across world. So we will check the servers is continuation working or not, its application working healthy or not, suddenly crashing or things, any service network communication between the applications, any missing. So we are do lot of things as a part of operation. So it is also part of the DevOps engineer. And we will operate as well as monitor is the two things involve continuation involved. So monitor is continuation watching. So we are watching through dashboards visualization. Some tools is there watching visualization means metrics will be show that area. Like if you are going to the hospital in a diagnostics test, they will echo cardiologist test will be the performed. So there is a graph like heartbeat, how much is there. So certain graph range only it is healthy. Otherwise, it will show like it is not healthy. Like that, there is visualization dashboards will be there. The dashboards to monitoring also one of the part of the DevOps engineer. So this much of work will be there as a DevOps engineer. But we will in DevOps engineer sometime you will perform the really pipeline, sometime you will be monitor, sometime you may operate, sometime you will be part of the deployment. This is also possible. So small project we will perform all activity, big project we will perform some of the limitation of the scope only. So we not having a total authorizations. That authorization means you can't perform the all activities. You have a certain scope they will create. So up to that your role you may perform. Otherwise you can't go for above and beyond. That's the thing. These are the tools, some of the tools of DevOps. Like build it to string purpose. We will as a DevOps learning process, we will learn some of the things. So we will learn these things continuously. So please ask this is a question period time. So I will explain this continuation class CI and CD. This is more enough knowledge initially class. That's the thing. Yeah, please ask your questions. Anything like you feel. I think all of you understood what is the DevOps engineer role here. So we having a tools like Azure DevOps. I will show that Azure DevOps tool. This is Azure DevOps. See that my personal account. So I made a see here project organizations. So this is the last batch projects. So here I will create a pipeline. See that pipeline terminology. Simple. One UI. UI means user interface, graphical user interface. With this tool, I will make a pipelines. This is the main our activity and remaining tools supporting for our activity. So I created things. See there tick mark is the executable. Very easy when you class continuation classes. We as our requirement is gathering, and we are learning one by one and how we are all the tools how we are working. So here DevOps is the last of our activity with DevOps Azure DevOps. I made a project Java. See that Java. I say that here Azure .NET. So see that for Java project, I may use a Java Azure DevOps tool. So I what are the learn before the this class. So all the tools I used here. So I used one by one framework really one by one. So that's the thing will become here Azure pipeline when doing the pipeline. Yeah, please ask your questions. Anything your mind in basic and point of view, this subject related or not subject related also no issue. Can you hear me, na?
Yeah, Krishna, I can hear you.
Yeah, Pranit, you having any questions?
Yeah, your demo was fine. So, not much. But this all tools what we are in the market. So they depend upon the company. Different tools they will use, or how
Yes, sir.
depend upon the project.
Yeah. Normally we sorry. Normally we having a market like cloud. Normally everybody know cloud computing. That clouds provided by the Microsoft is everybody know Microsoft is a Azure. That name terminal is a cloud platform is Azure, Microsoft Azure. And going to the AWS means Amazon. We know the Amazon, Flipkart. Like Amazon is providing the cloud services, big ocean of that is Amazon Web Services, AWS, that is a cloud services. And going to the GCP, Google Cloud Computer. So Google is a GCP. So we are using it to develop our application. Normally we are developing our application, our laptop and things. That is a and a server, local servers. That is a old scenarios. Now everything developing in everything deploying, and we are saving, we are working, and we are using services also cloud. So that is a Microsoft. We are learning as a part of the cloud things, Azure, Microsoft Azure. So here, that's the tools we are using. So we are learning about mostly
My question was okay.
Microsoft related.
Microsoft related tools only that for
Yes.
version controlling or deploying for all.
No, no. Azure Devops only Microsoft related. Remaining all are commonly used. For the Jenkins is the one of the tool, say,
Mhm.
pipeline creation.
Okay.
So we can integrate Jenkins also. So these tools will be work on Jenkins and pipelines. So GitLab also is there. Similarly, Azure DevOps, there is a 4 5 tools is there. Like I know that Jenkins is the one of the tool, open source, and one more is the GitLab. One more is there. Maybe Bitbucket is also there. So that type of tools is there. Same similar Azure DevOps, but Azure DevOps is the most demanding and tool. I know that's the thing.
Okay.
Is there any question to anybody? Even basic question also no issue. Please ask here. It will help to you and other our colleague friends also maybe. Try to ask the questions, please. If you having any question, offline method, okay, you can call or ping in WhatsApp directly also, no issue. If you have any mind, so we will continue class from the here from the Monday session, Monday onwards, 7 a.m. to the 8 a.m. Any class timing having doubts?
No, that's fine.
Mostly, actually, I will previous classes was 6:30 to 7:30, but 6:30 most of the people not wake up. That's the problem. That's why I kept as a 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Okay, no problem.
I'm closing session. I wind up in the session.
Okay, thanks, Ramakrishna.
Thank you for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.